Hi guys, so as promised, this is my new project. I'm actually doing resin art. Now, firstly, on this video, I just want to say, I just want to apologise for the background. Those of you that know, we were in a house fire. We've only recently got this house and we are currently doing it up and making it nice. So I'm in the process of stripping the walls in the kitchen. So this is why the background is so bad and I can only apologise for that. So one thing I will say is this process is incredibly messy. I'm not sure whether over time I will get used to it and I will learn to play things up better. But let me just show you the table that I was working on yesterday. I also did it on the dining room table. And now I'm thinking I'll do it upstairs in my bedroom. I did it on the dining room table thinking that I could open the back door and I could open the windows and I could have all the ventilation that I needed. Yeah, it just, I've got cats and the cats were in and out the cat flap and I was trying to keep them away because obviously you have to use protection while working with resin. Anyway, what I'll do, I will unmould what we did yesterday on our first attempt and I will talk you through everything as I'm unmoulding. Now my son also did some resin yesterday and I will unmould his pieces first. So these are the first pieces that we did and these are my son's, so I'll unmould these first. Now one thing I will say is when you're messing with resin you must always use protection. That's a respirator mask and gloves. Now it is his first attempt and he is only 15. But this is actually, it's not hard. I don't know whether it's not cured properly. Anybody else, any other resin artists that are out there, let me know if that is bendy because it's not cured properly. So that's his first one. Always use protection. This is my son's gloves and the mask that he wore yesterday. And I have a mask. Did have a mask here, and I had some quite heavy duty black gloves because I did the majority of the work with the resin. He was basically just putting the colour in the resin and putting it in the moulds. But you must wear protection because resin has chemicals that can damage you. So this is my son's other coaster. I don't know what's happened here. The light in here is actually really bad. Let me just see if I can sort that light out. If that's any better. So I don't know what this is here. I think that may have run in from the coaster at the side. So they're my son's two coasters. So I'll put them back. I don't know what I've done with the other one. Now another thing I will tell you is price. Again, these are my son's. What he's done now to start up, it is actually really expensive. I think I spent £280 just on the basics and I still didn't have all the things that I needed. These really haven't cured. I like the back, I like that gold on the back, but these are still quite bendy. So they're going to need more time to cure. He's used the same mix for his coasters as he did for his jigsaw pieces. That background is really bad. Yeah, so it is expensive to start up. Like I say, I spent nearly £300 starting up and I've not got everything that I need. You do need alcohol for cleaning up and things. 97% isopropyl alcohol. You can use methylated spirits, what you get from the DIY store here in the UK that you use for decorating and things. Now that is actually quite iridescent here, which is quite nice. And you use that for cleaning up and stuff. I didn't get any of that. Everything's just a mess. And I put bin bags down to protect the surfaces. That's quite a nice one. Look at these colours here. And that's kind of a half and half as well. There's a line here, which is quite nice. I put bin bags down, you know, black bin bags to protect the surfaces. And of course, excuse me, resin is a kind of glue, and it just stuck to everything, including the bin bags. I just made such a horrendous mess. Everything's sticky this morning. So they are my son's. This is a black bag that I used, and it's just... I've seen people do resin where they have just poured it flat on a piece of plastic, let it set up for a bit, and then draped it over a vase, and made a nice vase. But when I did that, mine just didn't set up. I don't know whether it was the resin. To be honest, I'm not too impressed with the resin. This is the resin that I bought. It has got good reviews. I don't know whether it's just that I haven't figured out how to work with it properly yet. And this is the hardener. But there are other resins out there that have better reviews, which I think I'm going to go with next time. So these are the ones that I did. So I'll go with my coasters first. Honestly, the mess is just horrendous. Let me show you my table. There's just resin everywhere. So be prepared for lots and lots of mess. And obviously with us just moving in and the house needing so much work, it just added to the mess and the building site. So this is a jigsaw piece that I've done. The idea of the jigsaws was that my son's autistic, and I wanted to do autism pieces, you know, the jigsaw pieces for autism. I wanted to do them, so that was the idea for me getting the jigsaw pieces. But yesterday we were literally just playing with it because it was the first time we'd used it. That's really nice. The colours that I got and the colours that I've used, I think they cost me £12, and they're these ones. And I got loads, and there's some really nice colours. And then I also got these, which are from Let's Resin. I have figured out that I can get a lot of things from Let's Resin. I think I'll actually get my resin from there next time. And this is loads of metallic micas, which I have done one of my coasters with, which I will show you in a minute. So let's carry on getting these out. I mean, you can see how messy this stuff is. This is my my jigsaw tray. So next one, these are still wet. I mean, it's been way over 24 hours and these are still wet. So this is definitely not the resin to use. I will definitely use another one. I might actually put some gloves on because, like I say, these are still wet. So I do need to make sure they're protected. So next one. Yep, again it's still wet. So no, I wouldn't use this resin again. I have to say, I will get a different one. Next one is this one. I mean, the jigsaw pieces have come out really, really good actually. So yeah, getting the autism kind of jigsaw pieces I think is a really good idea. I could maybe make keyrings and things out of them. And then you've got a white one. Oh, so messy. Even unmoulding is so messy. Any resin artists out there want to tell me how to not make such a mess, please feel free. I did a red one to see how it would come out. The red one is looking really good actually. So these are still quite soft because they're clearly not cured hard enough after 24 hours. And it is epoxy resin, so I don't know why they've not cured. But that's them. I'll do the coasters that I did. I'll unmold them and show you them. So, let's just put his back. Obviously they are still quite bendy and flexible. So, just pull you out. again, some from the coaster next door has moved in, but that is quite nice actually. I like that. This is using the copper metallic mica that I got from the kit from Real Resin. I think I might add some white or maybe something so it's not as opaque next time. But that is that one. And then this last one. Now I sprinkled mica on top of this and then poured resin over the top to see what effect I'd get. Now that doesn't look like much, but the back, that's probably my best piece, I think, so far out of the lot. I absolutely love that. I think that's really good. So that's my coasters. And then the last thing I did is this. Now I bought this thinking it was a lot bigger. This tiny little mould cost me £10. But this is a teddy bear. And I've done this in like a pearl pink colour. So I can't wait. It does feel like it's cured. It does feel hard. It's not soft like everything else. So I don't know why this seems different. Maybe it's the mould. I don't know. But yeah, this is a little teddy bear. So let's pull him out. Let's take this glove off because this one's cured. And the glove is quite awkward. So let's just get him out. This is actually looking really, really good. Oh, look at him. He's still a little bit soft around his feet. But he's so cute. That is absolutely fab. 100% my best piece, the teddy bear. I love him. He's gorgeous. Sorry, my cat's meowing at me. So yeah, that is my little project. As I say, from now on I am going to do it in my bedroom because the amount of mess is just ridiculous. Let's put you there. But yeah, very expensive setup costs, and I will say make sure that you are fully prepared before you set up. I thought I was, and I clearly wasn't. Certainly wasn't prepared for the mess. But I do feel that once I've got used to it, that, yeah, well, I think I'll be able to do it. I just need to get some sort of process going, get into some sort of routine with it and not get so messy. But I do feel like this could go really well. Obviously, after some practice. I will say the most important thing that I've learned, and the thing that everyone has said to me when I said I was doing resin art, or the resin artists that I spoke to, the very first thing that they all said to me was make sure you are protected when you are using the resin, and that means masks and gloves. My son wasn't interested in the resin. He said he wasn't bothered about it, but I knew as soon as I got it and I started messing with it that he would be, so I bought him a mask. He literally just comes in, puts his colours in, and then puts the resin in the mould, and that's probably all he'll ever do, but I still make him wear his mask and his gloves. He has to. That is the most important thing when working with resin. So there's my little teddy bear. Yeah, I shall have another play. I have some more moulds coming today, and I'm actually going to have a go at making a lamp. God knows how that's going to go, but we'll see. And I will let you know if it's just as messy as what this one was. And obviously I will get you a nicer backdrop for next time. I know it's quite rustic looking, but it's not the best, is it? It's quite a horrendous backdrop, that. Let's just do a backdrop where you've stripped all the paper off, Joe. That's a really good idea. No, so yeah, I will get you a very pretty background for my next dabble, and I shall see you soon. Bye, guys.